So here's the issue. We've got the BLM went in and lit fire along the hillside here by the dump, and supposedly the other fire came in from the south last night, but I'm not seeing that. Most everything we see here along the hill has been lit by BLM, and it's burning up into the rim rock. But the leading edge of what they've lit is just barely creeping along through boulders and small brush again the hill. But there's nobody here. And it just, it's only reasonable that if they were trying to make a black area before Frenchglen, which is reasonable, that you would put it out along this leading edge so that when the south wind hits it here after a while, nothing's going to go anywhere. But it would be easy with a couple of guys with shovels right now to put this out, and we'd have a good fire break. But when the wind hits it, it's going to carry it right on along the hill and down to Frenchglen, which is right there. So, and if it creeps away from the hill, obviously in the foreground there's a lot of fuel. So it looks like it's set to burn Frenchglen, and that's what they said they would do. So here we go. So as you can see, they brought the fire right to us. It was way west last night when the sun went down. It was dying down. Somehow overnight it ended up right here. It's pretty obvious that this is man-lit. Well, I'm at Gary's Krell's here, and last night, well, nobody's around. They lit the fire right here close to everybody's houses and on the upwind side of everybody last night. And right now the wind is blowing the other direction. But if you look over to the other side of us here, they're lighting it upwind of us again over here. So we're at Gary's Krell's. We've got a grader here, putting a line in. We got sprayer and pumper, and hopefully we can keep it from burning the Krells up here. But there's about half a dozen engines that I can see, and they've lit it. They got a good half a mile of fire going now, and still lighting right across upwind of us. So we'll see what happens. They pretty much got him surrounded at this point, and rumor is they're going to go ahead and surround it. So, and then they're going to go down to Frenchglen and start lighting and get the town involved. So we're going to have a hell of a lot of fire come evening.
This is a bunch of bullshit, let me tell you. We're standing at the Krell's, and them sons of bitches started at the corner of the road where it leaves the pavement, and they're lighting that son of a bitch on fire all the way around it. They're going right down that. I shit you not. I'm standing here, me and John Witzel. You got a water truck and stuff, and the grader's building a fire line, and they're building the fire all the way around it. Yeah. And it's a flaming.
upwind of us.
And yeah, and we're on there, smoke's coming right out. There ain't nobody come in here and says, you better get out of there. Yeah. He's going to get a hold of this information. Well, John's taking pictures right now, and he said that they told him they're going to torture all the way around to the C-Bar-C Road, and Noosewander's cows are fence cornered up down there right now. Gary lost 11 already. Yeah.
Yeah, they got us.
Next canyon.
They got us surrounded here now, and they're just keep lighting more.
Yeah, and I guess Levi found them and said there's some more that need to be out.
Yeah, they're going to burn that house. They lit the fire just upwind of it.
Yeah, I seen them lighting it.
They're lighting it right here, coming right across upwind of us. They know we're here.
There's a road grader going back and forth up here, and the water truck sitting here. And yeah, they sure should know. They can see that road grader.
They're circling us with fire.
The fire's coming from the north. Well, it's a big double-wide trailer house.
Yeah, they're just about to burn that outfit up. Nobody's there. They lit the fire and moved right on. And this is what they've got.
Yeah.
This is what they've got lit upwind of us right now. They're putting in a whole line of fire right along that juniper post fence and burning the fence up, number one, but then
somebody ought to get his head rubbed in the gravel out there.
they're going to continue right on to the west, sounds like, clear up past Leon's cows, so his cows are going to be wrapped in it here pretty quick. So they're still lighting, burning fences, power poles, you name it. So right now it's still just working its way into the wind towards Frenchglen, and there ain't nobody around. I talked to some guys down the road and said, are you guys going to put that out, or are you going to just let it burn on into town? They said, well, I guess we're going to let it burn on around the hill. So obviously it's real easy to put out right now, but once it gets up and in the junipers, then it's going to be tougher. So then they're planning on lighting it there at the wood road. This helicopter, he's not working this, he's flying back over the top somewhere. So all it would take is a couple of water drops right there, and then it would be done. Got him out here to traffic control, and they're probably going to light her up here till Wood Road pretty quick. They're putting ribbons up. They were 5 minutes ago. They're determined they're going to burn it on around, and there's the son of a bitchin' thing right here at the dump under the rim, almost to go out on itself. Yeah, all they'd have to do is hit that right now. The helicopters are flying out on top, squirting juniper trees. And they'd hit this one load right here on this hillside and put it out. They're not going to do it. They said they wanted it to go on around Frenchglen. They wanted to go on around, they said. Well, we went to Miller's Trail. Ross has been there at the grader. Wouldn't take anything at all. Even just a hand crew right there right now, and it'd be out. All nice new kraals, but he's been around it a couple of times. This is the fire that would endanger Frenchglen. There's still nobody around. One guy showed up down the road here. He doesn't have a pump or anything. He's just sitting here watching it. Told us that they didn't have any resources to put this out, and it would take maybe 15 minutes to put this out with pumpers here. It just keeps getting a little bigger, a little bigger. This guy down the road told us they didn't have any resources to put it out. But down the road about 2 miles beyond the turn out of sight is at least a dozen pumpers sitting there eating snacks and whatnot. I think they're gearing up down at Frenchglen, which is 3 miles away. Looks like they're gonna start lighting it off down there by town, but pretty easy to see that take hardly any resources to put this little fire out. And that's the only thing that's in danger in French Glen right now, or could. But nobody's around. The wind switches, it could easily just come right over here, jump the highway, and then it would make a run for French Glen. Well, it's now just a little after 1, and it's still creeping its way around the hill to French Glen, and still nobody around. They said they were going to let it burn to French Glen, so I guess they're going to. They're not putting it out, they're lighting it. So there's still nobody here trying to put it out, just these guys back here lighting it. So right now, instead of putting the fire out, there's some guys showed up, but they made it run to the road, and it could jump the road any time. And instead of trying to put it out there and back it off, just put this little thing out here. They had their drip torches out making it bigger. So we're gonna probably be pretty sure that before too long there's gonna be a spark end up across the road, and then it'll take right for town. Just a little bit of water and it'll all be over with. Barely on the hillside. Easy. We're a little more now because the wind's picking up. It's been a lot easier 4 or 5 hours ago to just put it out with a shovel. Been done, but nobody's squirting water or anything. They're just gonna let her keep getting bigger and bigger here. So as we continue on into the mid-afternoon, instead of putting it out, they're lighting more, making it bigger, keep bringing the fire towards French Glen. It's not wanting to go towards French Glen itself because the wind's blowing the wrong way, but they're carrying it right up the highway, spreading it with drip torches ever closer to French Glen as they go. So we just keep bringing it closer and closer to town. As you can see, the wind's blowing the wrong way for it to come itself. So they're bringing it with drip torches. By God, they're determined they're going to burn everybody out. They're lighting it up here again. Got Jimmy and Gary and those guys right downwind to where these guys are lighting fire again. They're determined, by God, they're going to burn them up. So we're heading, trying to go help save the corral system and bail Jimmy out of trouble. Yeah, he said, I will arrest you.
This highway is closed, God.
I said, well, I got to get on the other end of the fire.
Where was this?
You ain't going, he said. I said, well, we got to get over there because if you burn me out down there, well.
Oh, need them. We're going to arrest these guys.
Where was he trying to get through it?
Huh?
So yeah, this is what we got. Those guys that we just went by upwind, they're lighting it, have it coming right to us here. We're gonna try to spray this down. No place to go with the cow except in the corral. A lot of them are already burnt really bad from them guys lighting them and trapping these cattle in the fire. They trapped a bunch of them last night. And then they went upwind of us here and lit it up. So we're at Gary's corrals. Here's a cow that's been burnt really bad. We got these guys gonna light fire up it from us again. They don't care where we're at or what's going on, but so here's what we got coming. We're gonna try to just go ahead and light this off of this and water the corrals and keep it from burning. Well, there goes the house up in smoke that they surrounded with fire earlier. The house is going up, totally caused by BLM.